Welcome to Mastering Machines, where we discover tomorrow's reality.
Welcome to Mastering Machines, where we discover tomorrow's reality. It comes with a heavy heart to talk about Hurricane Helene, the hurricane that absolutely plastered and destroyed parts of Florida, western North Carolina, and eastern Tennessee. And a lot of these towns are completely destroyed, like Chimney Rock. A lot of Asheville are completely gone. And my heart goes out to all of these people. And obviously the main concern is getting all of these people out of these towns alive. But there's another story that's kind of hidden in the debris of all this wreckage. And that's the story of Spruce Pine, North Carolina. And this is a town that has a lot of implications for the tech industry. So envision a small town nestled right in the Appalachian Mountains with a population around just over 2,000. And it's known for its arts, its hiking trails and mountains and paths. Sounds like a nice mountain resort, right? Well, this small town is Spruce Pine, North Carolina. And it's probably the most important place you've never heard of. So I say this because Spruce Pine is America's sole source of high purity quartz. And that quartz is absolutely crucial for making the most essential things for our current infrastructure, like microchips and solar panels. Helene dumped around 2 feet of rain on Spruce Pine, and it's destroyed all of its roads, shops, and it currently has no power or water. And this could be a possible disaster for tech manufacturers because the high purity quartz that is actually found in Spruce Pine, and it makes semiconductors, which are considered the brains of every computer chip enabled device, and the solar panels, and manufacturers need equipment that would stand incredibly high heat and remain absolutely clean. And that's why that high quality quartz is being used. Finding this level of quartz is so rare that it's only found in 3 different locations. One being in Russia, the other one being in Brazil, and the other one being in Spruce Pine, North Carolina. Specifically, this quartz is used to make crucibles, often single-use containers essential for producing semiconductors. Without these crucibles, most of our modern electronics simply couldn't be made or produced. An NPR article quoted Ed Conway, the author of Material World, the 6 raw materials that shape modern civilization, say this: "Purity really does matter. You're talking about a process to create silicon wafers that later become silicon chips, where one single atom being in the wrong place could derail the entire production." A member of Spruce Pine's business association, Spencer Boss, described this horrific and catastrophic scene at Spruce Pine. He stated this: "It's flooded up to the awnings, about 10 feet, Lower Street was destroyed, the town's grocery store heavily damaged, power, water, cellular service all down, and fallen trees have left the community isolated." But you're probably asking yourself, surely there's some way to export the remaining quartz out of the town. Unfortunately, at this time, that's not possible. Because the main rail line used to ship quartz out of Spruce Pine, it runs along the North Toe River, which has been heavily damaged and destroyed. Will this succession of bad events in Spruce Pine produce a long-term disruptive supply chain issue? Ed Conway, the author, says this: "Chip makers have stocks of ultra-pure quartz that would prevent a short-term supply chain disruption from hobbling production, but if Spruce Pine remains cut off from the rest of the world for long, it could have a big impact." This isn't Spruce Pine's first rodeo with a catastrophic disaster. There was a fire in 2008 in Spruce Pine at the quartz refinery that impacted the market heavily. Also, the Spruce Pine disaster has direct global implications. China, the major producer of solar panels, relies heavily on imports of high quality quartz from Spruce Pine. While many companies and countries have looked for other locations for high quality courts, nothing compares to Spruce Pine, North Carolina. Hopefully Spruce Pine gets back online in the next couple of weeks and they can prevent future disasters from happening. And I want to leave you with this quote from Lita Shanroy, TechSet CEO, on why don't we just get the courts from somewhere else. He says this: every time I've asked in the last 2 decades, the question always comes back, well, where else are we supposed to get it? Remember, Mastering Machines, discover tomorrow's reality.